Good morning, children. Today we'll learn about something about our constitution. We all know that Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the architect of our constitution, that is Constitution of India. But there are some other facts that also to be known about our constitution. So today we'll learn about the history and sources of Indian constitution. Though the Bhimrao Ambedkar is the architect of the Constitution of India, but he was not the first person to write or to draft or to give the idea about the constitution, to have a constitution in India. Actually, the idea for a constituent assembly, this idea about a constitutional assembly was proposed in 1934 by M.N. Roy, who was a communist movement. He was an active participant in the communist movement in India and was a renowned advocate of radical democracy. After him, when he started or when he gave the idea about having one independent constitution for India, it became an official demand of the Indian National Congress in 1935. With him also, Rajgopalachari also raised his voice for the demand of the constitution for India. Okay. So after him, both Balgopalachari and the M.N. Roy, the demand for the constitution became, the voice became that all the people started to ask about the independent constitution for India, and it was accepted by British in August 1940. We know that 1947 India got free, but all of a sudden it was not decided that the British will quit in one day only. Before night they decided and they will go next day. That was not happening. It was decided much year before that the British has to quit the India, and at the right time has come that the British should not rule over the India and they should leave India independently. So, okay. So it was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India on 26th November. It was means the constitution, what was made by the people, that was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India on 26th November 1949. But it became effective on 26th January 1950. Though it was accepted November 26, 49, but after some month it was accepted. Came into force. The Constitution replaced the Government of India Act 1935 as the country's fundamental governing document, and the Dominion of India became the Republic India. Means after 1950, 26 January, India was declared as a republican country. Okay. The Constituent Assembly had 299 representatives, including 15 women. Means the people, those who are engaged for the drafting of the Constitution of India, 299 representatives were there, including 15 women were there. Also, 15 women took the active role for the drafting of the Constitution of India, means to prepare the Constitution. The Government of India was formed on 2nd September 1946 from the newly elected Constituent Assembly. That assembly, Constituent Assembly, whoever the members were there, they the elected members, they formed the Government of India in 1946 September. After that 1 year, nearly about 1 year functioning, the British left the India. Okay. Many people criticize that Indian constitution is a bag of borrowing. What do you mean by bag of borrowing? See, though the British left the India free and they gave the permission to make the constitution, but the India, the people, the members, those who are engaged for the framing of the constitution, they borrowed the ideas, means good things, from different constitutions of different countries. It is not mean that only the borrowing things are there, they also modified. Though they have borrowed the idea, they have modified it and replaced in our constitution. That is why, as they have borrowed so many ideas from different countries' constitution, our country, that is why it is known as a bag of borrowing or just a paper and scissor work. Means the people criticize that they have borrowed the idea from other countries' constitution and copy paste like they have done. Not like that. They have not copy paste. Though they have borrowed the main ideas, good ideas, they modified it, and they, according to our physical, our geographical, our cultural condition, our cultural heritage, looking into that, they have placed it in their own way. Okay. It is true that it had borrowed some features, but drafted according to the historical perspective, geographical diversity, cultural and traditional characteristics of India. Means they have modified it, and as per the suitable of the Indians, they have drafted it. Okay. Then what are the main sources? Means from where and what are the points that constitution of our country has borrowed from others? The sources. The Government of India Act 1935, means in 1935, what was the act was provided by the British rule in companion with the Indians, great leaders of India. From that also something has been borrowed. Then from the British Constitution, US Constitution, Irish Constitution, Canadian Constitution, Australia, Weimar and Soviet constitutions, some principles has been adopted or has been modified in our own constitution. Okay. Then what are the things? Not only this, from France also it has been borrowed. So from the France, the concept of republic. The republic means the government is by the people, for the people. Okay. Means the people will elect the representatives, and the representatives will rule. They will frame the law, and they will rule the, not exactly rule, they will see the law and order of the country, and they will rule the country. Means they will work for the people. So this word republic, the concept of republic was derived from the France Constitution. Ideals for liberty, equality and fraternity contained in the preamble. The equality means all peoples are, irrespective of caste, creed, education, status, everything, color, all the peoples are equal. This was taken from this idea was taken from the France. Because in our country we know that minority and majority have the more problem. Means many people are there under minority condition. Minority, it means in the poor also people we can say, or in the caste also, low caste peoples also, they are coming under the minority. So the preamble means the introduction. Preamble means the introduction part of about any principle that was derived from the also some country's constitution. This equality is from the France. Germany, the fundamental rights are suspended during emergency. Means during emergency time, like war or any disaster, like in that, what are the fundamental rights the people can enjoy? That is derived from the Germany. South Africa, election of members to the Rajya Sabha. The Rajya Sabha, we know that our parliament has two houses, that is Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So to the Rajya Sabha, how the members will be elected, that idea is derived from the South Africa. Then amendment of the constitution. Japan, the concept of procedure established by law, means how the law will be established and what are the procedures of execution of the law, that is derived from the Japan. Or that idea totally not the idea, that the introduction, means the concept is derived from that country. Canada, that centrifugal form of federalism where the center is stronger than the state. Means though there are different states in our country, though there are different districts in each state, though there are different religions, caste, but central government has all over control over all the states. Then residuary power vests to the center. Center appoints the governors at the state. We know that governors are appointed by the president, that is the central government. Okay, though the chief minister is elected by the majority party, we elect the majority party, the members elect from the majority party, the members elect the chief minister, but the governor is appointed by the central government in each state. Then advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, the work of Supreme Court, how it should work, how the judgment should be done, what are the procedures, that preamble, means that in concept is adopted from the Canada. Australia, concept of concurrent list, article 108, that is joint sitting of the two houses. Sometimes two houses should be work in cordial, means in jointly they should work for any implementation of law or any work, how it should work or at what time it should work, that is also written in the Australian constitution. That concept is derived from them. Then USSR, the fundamental duties. You also have learnt in the SST in your civics that what are the fundamental rights each civilian get, and that concept is derived from the USSR, that is now which is Russia. The ideals of justice, social, economic and political expressed in the preamble. Preamble means in the introduction part of this principle, the justice, about the justice, about social, about economic and political background, or what should be the fundamental rights in each field, economic field or political field or social field, each civilian should enjoy, that is discussed in this USSR's constitution, and that concept is derived from that. Okay. So what is 1935 Indian Act has given the source, that is federal scheme, office of the governor, judiciary means justice system, public service commissioners means the IAS, OAS, whatever they are working for the people, that how they should work, emergency provisions, then administrative details. All this administrative details means all the administrative work in each state in the country, how it should run, that is derived from or borrowed from the Government of India Act in 1935, what was done by the British in companion with the Indians. Okay. And also in our constitution the 5-year plan is established. What is that 5-year plan? It is discussed in the constitution, and this 5-year plan, FYP, are centralized and integrated national economic program Joseph Stalin implemented the first 5-year plan in the Soviet Union. So, from the Soviet constitution, this 5-year plan concept is derived for our constitution. In 1928, it was done in the Soviet Union. India launched its first 5-year plan in 1951, means after the independence. 1947, after that. Immediately after independence, under the socialist influence of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and under this 5-year plan, the economic, our budget, budget for the food, budget for the medicine, budget for the industry, budget for the railway, for everything it is discussed, and according to that the government takes the action. Okay, this is about the our constitution and the history and the sources of our constitution from my little knowledge. I will share the another link. In that also you can get more knowledge about our constitution. You know, our constitution is the longest constitution in the world, means among almost all the countries. Our constitution, the written, it is only the handwritten one. It is not the typed one, it is the handwritten one. The original one is the handwritten one, and it is stored in the parliament in a helium box, in a box which is filled with helium, means the papers will not be rotten or damaged. That is why the box is filled with helium gas, and it is stored there. And from the link you can get more knowledge about the our constitution. Okay, I have sent through this PDF, that is synonyms, the answers of page number 60, and also about the constitution's question, page number 61, in the beginning and in the end of this PPT. Okay, so go through the link, watch this my video, and also go through the link to have a brief knowledge about our constitution. Thank you and have a nice day.